Hey guys, what's good? I'm Lonely Contrast. Welcome to the channel where I'll be discussing the latest in sci-fi and horror genre. With a new Evil Dead film on the way from the minds of Sam Raimi and Robert Tapert, which will be the spin-off from Evil Dead Rise, there's only one thing missing, and that's any news on season 4 of Ash vs Evil Dead. If you remember, Bruce Campbell announced that season 4 will be an animation and continue directly where season 3 ended, which is Ash in a post-apocalyptic world, aka Army of Darkness 2. I mean, come on. If you guys remember years ago, they were planning an Evil Dead 2 with Mia and an Army of Darkness 2, which eventually the two characters would meet up and fight Deadites together. It could still be a possibility, and especially if the season is going to be an animation, sky's is the limit. And it looks like I found a legit update where Ash vs Evil Dead season 4 is coming. Doing an interview with Bloody Disgusting that took place last year of 2023, this is what Bruce Campbell had to say. All I can say is we're actively pursuing it. Sam's a busy guy, he had a big hit movie, so he's got a lot on his plate, but he and his brother are actively shaping out the world. It's one thing to get an animator and say, hey, animate this. You got to know what you're gonna animate. I look forward to it, because my voice hasn't aged as much as I have. I 100% agree with Bruce Campbell. You can't just animate anything off the tip of your hat and say, hey, animate this. It has to be perfect, it has to go with the flow, it has to go with the story, it has to go with what you're selling. And I think that this process is gonna take much longer than we expect, because remember, in the interview, he said world building. So they are building a world, because if you saw Evil Dead Rise, they are building a world. There are 4 stories that the spin-off can go anywhere. But even if the spin-off doesn't go to those 4 specific stories they mentioned in Evil Dead Rise, it can still go anywhere. And honestly guys, I think the next time we're actually going to hear something about Ash vs Evil Dead season 4 in animation is when there are going to be like maybe more several Evil Dead movies out. Like, I feel like the Evil Dead Rise spin-off film is just the beginning, and I think maybe 4 films down the line is when we are officially going to get an Ash vs Evil Dead season 4 animation. That's what's going to happen. So what do you guys think? Are they just gonna start building a world around the Evil Dead, maybe a couple of films down the line, and then eventually give us the most epic kick-ass Ash vs Evil Dead season 4 in animation, where we eventually see Beth, Mia, and Ash, Pablo, Kelly, Brandy all getting together to fight the Deadites and the Dark Ones? Now that would be fucking interesting. And if you enjoyed this video, please tap that like and share. Don't forget to leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, and please be safe.
Here's John.